I'd like to talk about some other options, or rather one other option for getting your product data off of Amazon. And I'm talking about using something besides Keepa. Now, Keepa is very powerful and can provide a lot of data and a lot of criteria for pulling products. However, sometimes we just want to do a simple search, or some people may not be ready to invest in the data features of Keepa. And so I'm going to do a quick example on Amazon of the brand Members Mark. If you type in that brand name, you will get product results. Right? This is a brand which comes from Sam's Club primarily, and when you type in that brand name, you're going to get all these different products of that brand. Now, if you were to do this on Keepa, you would have to go into the brand criteria and you would have to type in find that brand on Keepa and actually put in Members Mark. You'd have to download that data to a CSV, right? There's a whole process you have to go through. Alright, but all I want to do here is just pull it up in front of me on Amazon and just see the results right in front of me. And then what I'm going to do is use this Chrome extension called Instant Data Scraper. It's a free Chrome extension, and it's going to just pull the data that is on this page off, and it's going to allow me to download it into a CSV. Now keep in mind, when you look at an Amazon page, there are only certain things that are shown in front of you, right? There's the title, there's the picture, there's the price, the stars. The rank is usually somewhere on the product page as well. The rank, things like that. So these are the results. It collected 55 rows, which basically means 55 products. I'm going to click on CSV, and then you're going to see the CSV download of this page. Alright, and now here, this is the CSV download. Now, it looks like a bit of a mess, but if you go into it, you can see pretty much what is what. Okay, you can see here that these are the links to the products. So what you can do is highlight these and copy them. I'm going to actually take all of them. Alright, I'm going to take all of these, copy. I'm going to go here to copy. Okay, now first of all, you might be wondering, well, where am I even pasting these? So this is a FBM source and a profit sheet that I used to show a lot in my videos before. And this is a sheet where you can just paste this right in. You don't even need Keepa to get this data in here. You can just paste it right from this Excel sheet. Right, and then we're going to get the titles from here in this column. And we're just going to copy these titles. Sorry, with those. Okay, so I kind of messed up. I put the titles where I should have put the links. Let me paste over. Okay, so I meant to put the titles under title. And the other thing I wanted to copy were not the links. Sorry. It's the ASINs, which if I scroll over to the right, you're going to find the ASINs are in here. Now you might notice that these column headings don't make any sense. It has to do with the web page. The way that the scraper is working is just pulling the data straight off the web page the way it sees it. It's not really categorizing it the way that you would expect to see. Alright, so you have to be able to recognize the columns visually. So I recognize that these are ASINs because they generally start with the BO. Alright, and so these are the ASINs. You're going to paste those ASINs. Now if you want the rank, you can go back and you're going to see the ranks as well for these products. The ranks are probably, you can expect to see some numbers like these, but I want to see if there's a better. No, I guess these are the ranks. Okay. Alright, it's not really good that they have that number sign in front of them. Actually, I'm just going to leave that out. So it's not going to be as good as if you got the data from Keepa, because if you got it from Keepa, you know, it would be, it would say specifically ASIN, rank, title, or UPC codes. You would get more data, first of all. Right? But it's okay if I'm just satisfied with just a few pieces of data that I want to use just to do the sourcing. So here's the prices in column L. Okay, I got most of the prices. The thing you have to understand with doing things in bulk, it's not always going to be perfect. Okay, so what that means is when you do things in bulk, you might be missing prices in some cases. You might miss some other piece of data, but the point is that your ability to navigate and get what you need is going to still be so much faster. You can afford to lose a few small pieces, and if anything, you can always put those pieces in manually on your own. It's not a big deal, really, as long as you have most of the pieces that you need. Okay, now this fee, you're not going to get the FBA fee this way because it's just the FBA fee is not here. I should say it's not, the FBA fee is not something that shows up on the page on Amazon. So you're not going to see an FBA fee in here unless it's hidden behind the page somewhere, but I don't believe it is. So if you go through here, I don't believe you're going to see an FBA fee anywhere in here. Okay? Now I'm going to go back to my sheet here, and what's good here is that once you have the ASINs, you can open the links just like that. The Amazon links, once you have the ASINs. And then you can do an automated Google search on the product title. You don't have to highlight, right click. You just click and you're going to get the results right away. First result is the source. It's on Sam's Club. Okay, it's the same thing as here. You see the price here. You can compare it, $27.25. You see that's what the price is here, $27.25. It has the correct price. You are now going to put in the source information manually. You're going to take this and copy it, and you're going to put it in here. You're going to paste it. That's the source. If you need variation, you can put that. If you don't, you don't. I think it's actually out of stock, but just as an example, one unit is $18.46 each. You can type that in. If you have shipping, whatever, calculate the cost, and then it should be calculating some kind of profit, but you have to have put in all the fees. Okay, you have to put the 15% fee. Referral fee is kind of like the standard. But the great thing, if you have a seller assistant app, which is what this is pulling up here. See this? Whoops, what's going on? See this box? This is seller assistant app, which is not free, but it's cheap. Right now it's like $15 a month as of today, and basically it's going to pull up all the data, the UPC, the ASIN, the BSR, everything for the product. Now it's up to you if you want to copy these data pieces and you want to put them in here to help populate your sheet, or if you just want to use them just to look at for the moment. But you definitely, if it's giving you the FBA fee, you want to take note of that. Okay, if that's your FBA fee, because what's FBA, $21.48? That's obviously going to make a big difference in if you make profit or not. So if this FBA fee is really $21.48, I mean, obviously you're not going to make a profit here, right? So having FBA fee is obviously useful. So for any product that you pull up on Amazon with this Chrome extension, I'm just going to kind of skip to some other product, right? It's going to give you that data. It's going to pull that up for you, and that's way easier than going and trying to find that data somewhere. All right, let me try to find something that isn't so trying to see if I could find something that isn't so large, but these all look like pretty large products, 15 rolls. But anyway, any product you go to, it's going to give you this information, and then you have the FBA fee and things like that. The purpose of this video is really not for me to calculate profits and to show people how to calculate profits. Really, the purpose of this video is just to show you that you have another option to get the data off of Amazon besides Keepa. But just understand that it's not going to be all the data that you would get from Keepa. but it's some of the main data that you can at least use that data to source with, which is again the titles, your ASINs. You can get the prices. Then the other stuff you can always get from a Chrome extension like this. All right, the Seller Assistant app, and the sourcing you have to do yourself anyway. Keepa does not source. It's not a sourcing software. It's it's not. So the sourcing, that's something that you would be doing anyway. But using this sheet that I created, it makes it a little faster because you can just click these buttons and it does that instant search, and then you can just open up the link, and it's a lot easier to see what's going on right away, and you can see that price right away. You can just kind of punch in that price. It feels like less work than having to do all the little actions that you would normally have to do with manual sourcing. You can put your one here, all right, and then you can figure out the rest and see, right? Of course, if you don't put in the fees, you're not going to get the true profit, and that's something you can do. And that is pretty much it. I mean, there's really nothing else I could really say right now for what I expected to give you for this video, which is really just the ability to scrape the Amazon product data using something besides Keepa to get that product data in a spreadsheet. And then to either manually source it or to use some auto sourcing techniques to kind of investigate the products further. That is pretty much what I wanted to get on. And then if you have any comments, suggestions, or questions, as usual, you can leave those below. Check the links in the bottom of the video, see where the links take you. It could be for tools, it could be for communication purposes, whatever those links are for. Mr. Mark, Excel for Amazon, and look forward to hearing from you or seeing you around on the channel.